we're gonna talk about the transracial Zome, the guy who claimed he was black and then immediately changed his mind and is now not a black man. In the space of 1 hour, bro changed races from black to non-black. The first transracial Hoyoshill to ever fucking exist. I can't believe a CC would lie about being black. This is horrific. It's the worst drama you have ever experienced. Nothing has been as bad as what your eyes will be witnessing today. What's good, everybody? Now, I'm sure you are all aware the gacha space has been imploding over the last 3 days. The gacha drama has reached levels unfounded for the best part of what I'd say about 6 months, and now it is all finally concluded and settled, and we can now go back and take a look and break down the whole entire situation and give a reasonable, level-headed, and objective take on the entire situation at hand. This all started with this guy right here, Zome, who apparently is the first transracial Hoyo content creator that's ever existed on the planet. What the fuck is that, you might say? Well, we'll get into that a little bit later, okay? Well, that's a kind of a crazy reveal, not to spoil the surprise, but, you know, it's crazy out here in December. I mean, people do crazy things. I don't know, the weather, I don't fucking know. Maybe it's the chemicals in the air, I don't fucking know, but we'll see. But this all started with Zome making a video about the one and only Mr. Glaive himself, okay, called Exposing the Biggest Liar of the Gacha Space, All Videos Exposed. This is essentially a 16-minute video where this guy makes an expose, a hit piece on Glaive Kyo, trying to pull numerous different resources to prove that, hey, this guy, I think, uses AI to write the scripts in his videos. That's it. That's the whole video, a whole 16 minutes trying to discredit, bring down someone, and the only thing just to paint them in a negative light for the sole purpose of trying to ruin someone's career. I mean, that's just it. If you think about intent, this was a video entirely made with malice, entirely made with bad intent in order to take someone down, okay, and expose them. And it has 45,000 views in 3 days, which I know, as you can see, for this guy Zome right here, that's a banger video for him. So maybe that, you know, leads a little credence into what kind of motive he might actually have to make a video like this. You kind of have to think, what purpose does this video solve? Is this a vigilante justice moment? Is this someone who is trying to do good for the whole of the gacha space? Or is it someone who just feels a little bit like jealous of the whole situation and wants to take advantage of someone and trying to expose them for their own benefit? You take the pick, but I think it's pretty clear what the intention of that whole video was, okay? During that video, of the AI slop accusations and trying to discredit all of Glaive's catalog of videos and efforts and editing and basically everything he's ever built. He was the one and only Saint Totus was also mentioned within this, and Saint responded. Saint responded to Glaive, not Glaive, Saint responded to Mr. Transracial Hoyo creator Zome, you know, with some big words, okay? With some big words, some big claims, you know. We've got some like racism influences thrown in there that this video can appear racist if you are someone who is an ESL kind of person. English isn't your first language. If you're accusing them of using AI, that could be seen as inherently racist. That was the take that's presented, and that's up to you if you want to agree or disagree with that. I don't really care. I don't think that this video inherently comes across as like being racist, but it's, you know, it's a bit strange, right? The intent behind this video, I think, is what matters, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the individual, and that's kind of the stance that I'm going to take here, right? Do you care if someone uses AI in their videos? If you don't, then this doesn't matter to you. If you do, then it matters to you and you won't be watching the content, or maybe you'll move away from wanting to move the content. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what your own personal morals are on the situation. There is not one person that can dictate whether or not a content is worthy to exist, right? The The only thing that dictates whether or not a piece of content can exist or not and be seen and be viewed by people is the people who view and watch the content. It's not just one singular being. There isn't just one singular moral that's like, oh, this is okay and valid to be used as a piece of media for you to consume. If the people watch the video and they enjoy it, then they watch the video and they enjoy it. Everything else doesn't really matter at that point. And if you find out later on that the video was assisted by AI in some way, did you really care in the first place if you enjoyed the content? It leaves something to be thought about, right? It leaves something to be thought about. So the mere fact that Glaive has like used AI assistance, as he's kind of claimed in his like video, which we will be watching at the end of this, merely the fact that he's using AI as a tool for assistance does not like discredit the work that he's done, put the effort that he's put in into making his content in the first place. Because at the end of the day, y'all fucking watched, y'all enjoyed the content. So all this virtue signaling that people are doing over the internet, being like, this is such an awful thing, how dare they, this is so, like, how would anyone be able to like do such a thing, this is a crime, there should be like public execution for merely trying to incorporate any kind of AI into their content. The virtue signaling is kind of crazy, right? Like clearly people didn't really care that much if they were enjoying the content or consuming the content, because that is the only thing that determines whether a piece of media is valid. You can hate me all you want, right? You could be like, oh Cat, but morals, what about morals? What about like, does that make someone creatively bankrupt, this and that? That doesn't matter. My own personal morals and your own personal morals do not matter in this instance whatsoever. I can understand you can feel justified in your morals, but at the end of the day, you cannot stop the fact that people will want to consume the content and the media that they want to consume. And that's why I feel like this video just comes across like a malicious hit piece expose. That's the whole entire thing. Like, what is the intent of the video? The intent is there to bring someone down. And that's kind of how I stand on that and the position that I take. And then the situation has then progressed even further, and some kind of strange things were revealed, okay? Some kind of strange things were revealed. So St. Tontus is a guy who always brings the glue, right? He always brings the glue, and he brought the glue. We'll take a look right here. He brought the glue of Zome in his Discord, okay? Being kind of having probably some of the worst moderation that I have ever seen, okay? I'm gonna be real, this is done, okay? Publicly saying in your own community Discord that I don't care if you say the N-word, it's just a word, just don't try to genuinely hurt other people in this server. And there were other people in his server that were being kind of like maybe racist or bigoted or xenophobic or like whatever it might be. Not a good look, and I'll be real, I think the guy is a dumb fuck idiot for not moderating his server, okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this guy's a racist because of his I'm not gonna say he's a racist because of what other people say in his Discord, but I am gonna say that you're retarded for not having like a bare minimum level of moderation, and you should probably do that to control your community, right? You don't want people going off the rails and making you look bad. That's not a fair, you don't want to be in that position, right? So stop being an idiot, okay? Stop being an idiot and moderate your goddamn Discord, okay? Moderate your goddamn Discord. So of course this was all kind of used to further this guy's just a bit fucking weird, and the racist allegations kind of seem to pick up like a little bit more steam because of this, right? Pick up a little bit more steam. And because of that second video that St. Tontus has made, Zome came out with video number 2, You Are Embarrassing, in which he tries his very best to basically discredit like all of Saint's critique. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't really care. I don't really particularly care about the critiques that they were all making back and forth, but I will say this video is extremely like emotionally charged. This video is extremely emotionally charged, and it's like, what is the point? What is the point and intent of this video? Like, I think bro thought that he cooked with this, but it's so like emotionally charged and so easy to like rebuttal. It's like, what are we doing? I look forward to the third video. The racism in Discord messages topic doesn't matter to the convo. Yeah, the racism messages from the actual like Discord doesn't really matter, because something else transpired that I think is far more entertaining, okay? Like, this guy is trying to be like, oh no, like, I'm not a racist. Like, I would never be a racist for his, like, video about Glaive, which I don't think he's a racist for having, like, he said the N-word in a game, whatever it was. But he made this very interesting pinned comment right over here, right? He made this very interesting comment over here. Let me be clear. If y'all genuinely think I'm racist because I used the N-word in a random Rocket League match 3 years ago, y'all are genuinely delusional. So the guy said the word in a Rocket League match a number of years ago. Personally, if you leave it to me, I'm not gonna say someone is a racist because they used a slur in a video game years ago. Like, especially if you were a kid or you were a minor. 3 years ago is kind of like recent, but if you were a kid, I'm not gonna say that you're a racist. Sorry, putting my hands up. I'm a person that believes for you to be racist, you have to have intent behind it, right? I believe you have to have intent behind your words. You have to have genuine malice in your words. I think words have power when you give them meaning. Do I think this is a good thing? No. It would be better if he didn't say the words, right? You're not being careful. You're clearly not being considerate. There is a clear, like, lack of, like, empathy in that situation. But do I think you are a racist, a person that hates people of color? No, I'm not gonna think that just because you said, like, a word in a Rocket League game, like, however, like, many years ago, okay? But that's not the problem here. I was a minor at that time and very immature. I'm not black, but like many others, as a teen, I used any insults that came to my mind when raging on the game, especially since I grew up in an environment in which it wasn't considered a big deal. Don't judge without knowing my background. Feel free to cancel me for some I did 3 years ago, but this doesn't represent the current me and doesn't make me a racist. I experienced racism myself and I know how it feels. None of that changes the fact that Saint has been racist towards Pokey, which happened recently, and none of that changes any of the facts stated in the video, okay? None of that changes the facts stated in the video. But the very interesting thing that we have going on here, this guy very clearly has said in this pinned message, I was a minor at that time and very immature. I'm not black. He very clearly states in black and white writing, I am not black. However, if you go back, and I was lucky enough to pull up this video. I was on stream and pull it up like 30 seconds after it uploaded. And I got to see the original pinned comment. Wait, reverse.
What are the comments like on this? I'm actually kind of curious. Actually, I know what the comments are going to say. But like, here's what's going to happen next. He'll use a screenshot of me from my Discord where I said I used the N-word in a Rocket League match 3 years ago. Sorry to burst your bubble, Saint, but I'm black. Feel free to take any screenshots you want, though. You can't cancel me.
In black and fucking white. Black and fucking white, clear as day. The first transracial Hoyo creator. Like, imagine going that far and being that scared that you have to lie about your race to try and get a one-up or to try and protect yourself from some kind of backlash for the words that you said. I'll be real. Bro should have just owned the screenshot. That would have been a better look. Bro should have owned the screenshot, said, yeah, I said the N-word in Rocket League 3 years ago. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? I was a kid. Bro should have just full-chested it and went with it. But the fact you had to lie about your race because you were scared of what people would say is cringe. It's pussy behavior. You're a bit of a fucking pussy for that. I'ma be real. Like, you are out here, right? Objectively, you are out here trying to make expose videos on other creators for the sheer purpose of trying to tear them down, but we're gonna be a little bit scared because, like, you're worried about what people will say because you said, like, slurs in a video game. Like, really, like, this is the most, like, performative, like, it just confirms that this guy is, like, so performative and is just doing this for performative reasons to try and garner some kind of views from this. Like, it's so cringe. And the fact that, like, he literally, it doesn't matter what's in this video right now. Like, it genuinely really does not fucking matter because bro cooked himself. Bro cooked himself in his own pinned comments. This guy should stop pinning comments because clearly they keep fucking backfiring on him every single time, you know? And just stop. And here's the thing. Here's some advice for like other creators who are like trying to have agendas or to do callouts or exposés. Let me actually help you and give some advice. Maybe don't have skeletons in your own closet before you do an expose. And if you do, be prepared to own them. Be prepared to own them and stand by them, and don't just try and lie about it. It's so weird. Like, just lying about it just discredits anything that you're ever saying. Yeah, especially if it's related to this topic. It's like this guy just gave Saint a fucking golden goose of a fucking, like, you handed, like, this video doesn't fucking matter. This doesn't matter. You handed Saint a golden goose on a golden plate for him to lap up and be like, this guy's a fucking dumbass. Look at him. He is a racist. Because I'll be real, I think lying about your race is inherently racist because you're trying to use a race to cover like a wrongdoing that you did. I think that is actually genuinely malicious. I think that is genuinely malicious to fucking do, right? Like, that is, to me, that's genuine racism. I don't think Zome making the first video about Light Glaive is a racist thing to do inherently. Like, I really don't. Nor do I think his Discord messages or his Rocket League things make someone a racist. But to maliciously lie about your race in order to not get pushed back on things that you said years ago, that I think is racist. That I think is actually racist. And that's like, you lost. You lost that argument, unfortunately. Like, it's over before it even began. You know, it is over before it even began. All of this video, it means fucking nothing because you stepped in the fucking fire of the kitchen and you turned the gas on and you lit the fucking spark on yourself. You cooked yourself, okay? It's crazy. And now you have given us the first ever transracial Hoyo creator on the platform. So congratulations. That's like honestly surprising. Bro panicked and folded and exposed himself in the process. Bro, like, Saint could just kick back and like do this, man. He could just sit back and just do that. I'd just be like, well, I don't need to fucking do anything. Bro did it himself. And then to all the people, right? To all the people who are there, who are like, oh, but like, this is just deflection. This is just deflection. Talk about the AI usage and how bad it is. Again, like I said at the very beginning of this video, content and media becomes valid as soon as people view it and they give it attention. You and your morals are not the one responsible to dictate whether or not a piece of media should exist or not. You can have your own morals and your own views, but your views can't stop it from existing. And other people will be the ones to decide if it's worthy to be consumed or not, which is why I think this whole AI argument is dumb. Like, I have my own personal beliefs, but I'm not blind to the fact that in 5 to 10 years, this is going to be even worse. What? We're going to get like selectively outraged over everybody who uses AI in any of their content? You are going to be exhausted after a year. The amount of people that use AI in their videos is staggering. It's way more than you probably realize. It's not like just Glaive who has ever touched AI for his content. I'm sure there are so many others who do the exact same thing. So many other, what, you're gonna get like mad at all of them too? I hope so. Every single person that's getting selectively outraged, specifically at Glaive over this kind of stuff, I hope you present the same fucking energy for every other AI incident that you see. Give the same energy, because otherwise it just looks like you're selectively outraged over this situation because it's of a creator that you don't fucking like, right? And it's very obvious that there is an agenda going on. So you can have your thoughts and feelings on someone's creative interests or their whatever interest when they use AI in their videos, but you cannot do this whole moral like virtue signaling over this thing's really bad, but I'm going to ignore all these other channels and AI channels that exists, okay? Like a lot of your games do. Bro, there are so many other gacha channels that are literally fully AI generated. You don't see people like going on Twitter kicking up a fuss about that whole thing every day, do you? Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I understand when people can get mad at AI, not just because they have their own personal morals, but there's like a trust issue between like viewer and creator. I can understand that. If you find out that a creator's been using AI in some way, you might have a trust issue. I don't know if this is fully your opinion. I don't know if this is authentically you. And I think people can be valid in those justifications, all right? And feeling a certain way. But again, it's up to you. Does it matter enough for you? If it does, you don't have to watch. If you don't fucking care, keep watching and enjoying the content you consume. It's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's not up to your fucking neighbor to decide what content is valid or not. It just matters to you if you watch it or not. That's fucking it, right? That is the only thing that matters in this instance, okay? Like, we could be outraged. We could say that this shit is awful. It's the worst thing ever. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe that it exists. I cannot believe that it exists. But like, at the end of the day, like, you can't stop people from watching what they want to watch. And the content, that makes the content valid. And that's kind of how I feel. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I said this in my first video. About this whole situation, is that like, this is probably going to be used to attack the entire gacha space. Oh, all the gacha space is slop. It's all AI. It's also low effort. Like, I can't believe this is where all the views are going in the gacha space. This is so disheartening. And if those people end up kind of making those kind of points and saying those things, I think that's incredibly disingenuous, okay? I think it's incredibly disingenuous because nothing is stopping you from making your own successful content. Glaive is not stopping anyone from you making your own content to succeed. And it is a piss poor excuse. Oh, but like all these other people that put in so much effort into their content get nothing. While someone could put in less effort and they get views. Sorry, don't hate the player, hate the game. You're gonna be mad at the algorithm? Like, really? Like, you want to be mad at the algorithm? You want to be mad that people chose to consume that content? Really? You're gonna be mad at the person over like the algorithm and like everything else? That is crazy to me. How about instead of like fucking complaining, use the tools yourself? How about that? You don't hate to play, hate the game. If you can't pay to fucking join them at that point. You know what I mean? Even playing field. Like, I think it's so silly. I do. I think it's incredibly silly. And you just look bitter and jealous. I do. I think you look just bitter and jealous. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So it's ironic that the title is "You Are Embarrassing." The title being "You Are Embarrassing" is wild because he is. Zome is in fact pretty goddamn embarrassing. Okay. And with that, shall we watch Glaive's response? I think we do. I think we watch Glaive's response. So here's what the man himself has to say about everything.
The biggest liar in the gacha space. Mamma mia! The fakest gacha creator. They ran my scripts through an AI detector. It hit 70 to 100%. And now people are saying that I'm a fraud who uses ChatGPT to generate every single word I say. And not only that.
Was this video made with ChatGPT? Yo, Muds, can we get a ChatGPT 0 check on this? Can we get a GPT 0 on this?
There is tens and hundreds of people commenting, DMing, emailing, posting about it, and the narrative somehow became Glaive Kyo's videos are fully AI generated. What a massive leap in logic. So,
like, that is the craziest thing. People using it as an excuse to say the whole channel is low effort slop and bro doesn't care. Low effort slop and bro doesn't care. But clearly there's more to a video than like a script.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, let's answer that question. Did an AI write my scripts? No. But did I use AI to fix them? Absolutely. And there is a massive difference. If you guys didn't know, let me give you the full context. I am not American. English is actually my second language. And I know what you're thinking, but Glaive, I thought you were black. You don't have an accent.
All right.
He does sound black. Yo, I'll be real. I thought Glaive was black too. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked to find out he was Indonesian. I genuinely thought he was black.
Are you black? No. Oh, okay.
And that is exactly where the insecurity comes from. I can't speak fluent Japanese, but I'm actually insecure about my professional writing. Even though I sound native, my raw grammar and sentence structure are often very much broken. And if I say my thoughts out loud, you would not understand. And then for your take that I don't have my own opinions, well, the answer to that is I have crippling ADHD. This is actually where the soul of the channel comes from, right? The ADHD.
As someone who also has weaponized ADHD, I understand. Writing scripts is hard when you have ADHD because there are so many points like you want to make and write down. It's really hard to kind of focus in and then get everything written down in a script. I'll be real. As someone that has weaponized ADHD, it takes me like it either takes me 10 minutes or 3 days to write a script. There's no fucking in between. It literally takes me 10 minutes or 3 days. I'm like lasered in, locked in, done. Or it takes me 3 days. Like, it's a lot.
ADHD gives me wild ideas like furry boy takes you out on a date but he gets ambushed, boyfriend roleplay ASMR. Like, where did you get that idea from? It is where the creativity comes from, right? It also explains the really late and rare upload schedule. The ideas are mine because my brain never shuts up. There is constantly like 3 podcasts.
Bro's lazy. Where's the daily videos, man? You have to be uploading like 4 times a fucking day. What the fuck?
In my brain all talking at the same time. But this condition of mine is terrible at structuring scripts. My raw notes look like Punishing Gray Raven skill descriptions. It is a mess and you need a guide maker to understand the gameplay. And so I use AI to bridge that gap. I bring the messy notes, the creative ideas, and then the AI brings the structure and the grammar. It organizes the insane amounts of information into something you can actually watch. And to those people who call me lazy,
and that's probably why people are pointing out like the typical like chat GPT like structure and breakdown, because it will, when you use it for scripts, it will always break it down in specific ways and beats that are like recognizable to people. And that's probably what people picked up on, right? People are picking up on that structure that he's referring to.
You let the AI do all the work for you. Well, to prove otherwise, see that I have the research.
Like video has my back, right?
Look at the comments.
Okay, comments aside.
Okay, comments aside. Come on.
Is bro okay? Is bro okay?
And I have the rage, the anger.
Can someone translate that? Wait, can someone take that and translate that in ChatGPT for me? Wait, can someone translate that for me?
Okay, comments aside.
Okay, comments aside. Come on.
Can someone translate that?
And
Thanks.
I have the rage, the anger, the reactions.
Now this thing needs 1. So if it's a flower or a feather, it's 1. What the fuck? That's bullshit. Just make everything
The crime is him playing Genshin on stream.
1. You need 2? Ay, mi bombo clot. Holy shit. Oh, this is so good.
This is the guy you want to make professional scripts.
But my English writing structure is, to be honest, as good as Genshin's loadout system. My handsome brothers and pretty sisters and very attractive in-betweeners, if I wrote these scripts raw, you wouldn't watch them because the grammar would—
Same person? Wait. Slate. Fuck! Oh shit! Oh, cocksucker! Oh, why am I? Why am I so white? What the fuck? Holy shit! Am I transracial too? What the fuck? All right, there we go.
Be shite. So I use AI as a tool. I feed it my notes, my arguments, my misinformation and my bad takes and my agenda pushing narratives, and I ask it to translate them into professional English. But if you're asking if I'm a content farm generating slop, no. If I was, I would be making so much—
I don't know, bro. He sounded like he was giving the most insane slop about 20 fucking seconds ago. So I don't know if I believe the guy.
I just heard him give out the weirdest fucking slop ever. I don't know about that one, bro.
More money. Like, Jesus Christ, have you seen those top 10 videos? Or maybe
brain rot like that. Like, comparing his videos to like brain rot level of like AI content is dumb. You're dumb. If you're comparing them, that is the most insane, intellectually dishonest, false equivalence on planet fucking Earth. Like, yeah, you should be lobotomized. Be lobotomized. You're just simply being disingenuous because you don't like a certain creator. It's weird.
I guarantee you I could be making so much more and so much faster. But if you're asking if I use a grammar checker on Viagra to compensate for my language barrier, a guilty as charged. And here is the thing people don't understand about these detectors. If I write a script myself, like literally my own ideas, my own words, but then I ask the AI to quote unquote make it better and grammatically correct it or make it more engaging in a way, when you check it, it will come out to be high percentage of AI. The detector doesn't distinguish between AI generated the opinion and AI fixed the sentence structure. It just sees the polish and flags it. And this is why what you did at the end of your video is so dangerous. You explicitly asked your viewers to go out and start a witch hunt against anyone else they suspect is using AI.
If you guys have a suspicion of anybody in this space who could be using AI to make their scripts, let me know down below in the comments and I will make—
Yeah, let's
That's so, it's so weird. It's like, what, we're the fucking AI vigilante? Because if you're mad at what, I think the reason why Zohm said that in his video, because like, you can't, he wants to absolve himself of like, oh, I'm not doing it because I want to attack Glaive. I want to do it because I want to make sure that nobody uses AI. Come on, we for real? It's so weird. Right? That's my thinking. That's why he said that. He doesn't want to look like he's just targeting one person. No, I'm going to be the beacon. I'm going to be the CoffeeZilla of AI. Come the fuck on. It ain't that deep. No one fucking cares.
Not start a witch hunt for other people. I don't think that's a great idea.
And that is objectively a horrible thing to say. And now the entirety of this video is just reiterating the same points for about 15 minutes. And it's about calling me a person who doesn't care about gacha. That just prompts an AI to make arguments for me. Make a Genshin hate video now. Make me a response to his video because I can't do it without you, ChatGPT. If that were true, explain the footage of me live on stream, spending hours gathering information, taking notes, structuring the timeline, and reacting to news in real time. I am doing the work. I am building the arguments. An AI doesn't need to take notes. I need these notes. If I was just generating slop, I wouldn't spend hours researching. The AI fixes the words. The work is mine. I mean, I understand if what I just said doesn't make sense to you. There is a literal minute segment where you point into a very specific sentence in my video as proof of AI. And this is what you said.
Why would you put "you're not just silencing companies" in there? If it was a human being—
Yeah, if you're also gonna make an expose on someone, at least say the words right. Bro had a whole section where he was like missaying what was in the actual transcript. Like, come on, like double check your own work at least. Like, it's so weird.
Writing that script, you wouldn't even get the idea to put this into your script because it simply doesn't make any sense in that context.
Well, you're right. Silencing companies make no sense. Absolutely. But that is not what I said. If you look at the screen, bro, it says silencing complaints. If you are blind, let me read it out for you, right? When you start shutting down good faith criticism, you are not just silencing complaints. You are hurting the game in the long run. It makes perfect sense. Complaining, criticizing the things that sound—
I'm glad he brought that up. I'm so glad he brought that up because like that was like a whole like 5 fucking minutes of pointless video.
Bad in your ears as a loyal Genshin.
Like, let's try and get anything. I'm even going to lie about what he actually said in order to make a point against him, grr. You look cringe.
That could never see wrong in their favorite game. Oh, but Genshin could use an AI voice for their promos.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to Genshin Impact's Miliastra Wonderland.
But a small content creator that criticizes Genshin, kill him! Kill him now for the purpose of the agenda! In your rush to expose me, in your attempt to prove that I am this horrible plague to the internet, you misread the text and spent 120 seconds debunking a sentence that you imagined. Somebody call the 911. Doctor, please help. I think he is high. I admit it. My grammar isn't perfect. I admit it.
I like this glaive. Can I say, I like this glaive that's in this. I like the energy that he's giving in this video. I need to see more of this now in all of his other videos. This is the best version of Glaive.
Tools to help me, but at least
like this is the best version of him, and I hope this sticks around because it's fun and it feels like him.
I know how to goddamn read. If you're going to drag my reputation through the mud, maybe double check the transcript first, right? I mean, it's just my observation though, right? Don't get defensive. But let's get into the core of his video. It is the claim that my videos are soulless or random nonsense generated by a robot. And for that, you brought up my extraction phase wording and you called it stupid.
Writing is so stupid. Not even the dumbest human being in this world could make this up. Like, what are these phrases? Also, what are you talking about, bro?
I mean, you were struggling to give it a reaction to that phrase.
Here's the thing, right? I said this in my first video. Glaive is at the point of his content creation career. He will get views regardless as long as it's on topic, right? He doesn't have to be afraid of like trying to retain a kind of like viewership number or whatever the fuck it is. People are gonna watch regardless. A good thumbnail, good title. People are gonna tune into his thoughts.
And you just called it stupid, like you don't know what it means. You are condemning me for using AI, but I could talk to you in the simplest way possible and you still wouldn't understand. You would jump through leaps of logic, and when you get asked to explain how you get to that conclusion, you just make shit the fuck up. And you know what? I'll take it. Okay, extraction phase. Maybe it's a stupid name. You got me. But that is a real concept in the gacha life cycle. And it's also a very known thing. It is a whole thing going around gacha games, especially Hoyoverse games, that the first and second year is the honeymoon phase. And the third year is the extraction phase. It is when the power creep gets rampant. It is where they feel like they stop trying in their events and content and they start promoting their new game instead.
I don't even think he has to like prove himself here. I'll be real. I don't think he has to justify the words that were said in the it doesn't fucking matter. It literally doesn't matter. I don't even think he has to go this far to like justify this, to be honest. I don't think he owes that to anyone.
Their goal is to maximize earnings and income from people who are trapped in the sunk cost fallacy. And it's a whole thing. You implied yourself to not be a tourist by accusing me of one, so surely you know this already, right? I mean, that's what happened to Genshin. That is what happened to HSR, and it's just a whole cycle. Maybe you're criticizing the word choice, in which, what the fuck? But if you're accusing me of making shit up, you're just wrong. Related to making shit up, you also attacked me for saying there was a drought for info for Wuthering Waves 3.0, claiming leakers knew everything. He talked about leaks being abundant in Wuwa 3.0. I don't know where he's getting this from, but I have not seen the motorcycle footage from anywhere before the official reveal. The first person mode, the motorcycle ride being available for everyone as a gadget. Man, I thought we were all equally surprised. I really thought that. I said it in the script as well. Verbatim, the drought was real, the reliable leakers were empty-handed, and the community's excitement was starting to curdle into genuine frustration. Yes, we were all—
The voices! The voices! They speak to me!
waiting for a 3.0 trailer at the end of the 2.8 live stream. Everyone was rioting that we didn't get any, and the content creators called the patch dead because of it. Brother, not a single leaker was empty-handed. What on earth are you talking about? We already knew about these characters way before we got official teaser. Like, he was just actually making up random nonsense.
Not a single leaker was empty-handed. What on earth are you talking about? We already knew about these characters way before we got any official teaser. Like, he's actually just making up random nonsense.
Proof? Where is the proof? Because from my perspective, we're all equally surprised. I'm sorry. I wasn't in the leaker deaths with you. I'm not allowed to talk about the leaks itself, so why would I indulge in it, you knob? And as you endorsed in your video—
You knob. Is he British now? Who the fuck says knob unless you're British? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? Such an out-of-pocket insult. Bruh, yeah, like, at least just use nonce. Yeah, what the, yeah, just say nonce. That's what I would do. Dickhead, nonce, pillock, twat, cunt. Like, one of them, you know, pick one. Knob? Knob? Really? That's the biggest L of this whole fucking video, bro. Bro used knob instead of twat, cunt, pillock, plonker, dickhead, nonce. Like, I can't say that one. Oh, I can't say that one. I can't say that one. I got bellend. There's so many. Knob?
By the way, ChatGPT, being the reliable information gatherer, should know that there is leaks around, no? So why did I get it wrong? And also, you are okay with using AI to search for information. You are okay with relying on it for facts.
I myself use AI sometimes too, but I only use it to find information or to summarize something really complicated I don't understand.
When it has been proven again and again that it literally makes shit up. But when I use it to fix my structures, oh, end of the world. Finally, we're going to go back to the slop and soulless claim. I think this is funny to me because usually I got a lot of hate comments saying that I have too much attitude. I get tone policed constantly. Ever since Bran Online made that reaction to my video, people tell me I sound arrogant, angry, hyperbolic, condescending. Like my fucking fault I sound so engaging and created a whole audience from it. But oh, you called it soulless. So how does that make fucking sense? How am I emotion inducing and soulless at the same time? But are you a different animal and the same beast? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? The math ain't mathing and the arguments don't line up. You might not find soul in the script writing, sure. ChatGPT is especially brilliant in script writing and English. Just like the anime Your Lie in April, the main character Arimakose, he won many awards. He is a piano prodigy, and the biggest, most often compliments he receives is that he plays like a robot. The tempo, the piano strokes, it makes him a virtuoso. Oh my god, that's a big word. It must be from ChatGPT. Calm your tits. But the girl Kaori, when she listened to him playing, she says it has no soul. Sure, you can argue that my script doesn't have a soul. It's so grammatically perfect that it's soulless. But my video, my delivery, my videos absolutely has a soul. Every single one.
No, I don't think you do because I say so. Nah, you stop. Hey, shut the fuck up, you fucking clanker. Yeah, shut the fuck. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
None of them has a soul. I pay my editors to edit my videos in an engaging way. I told them they have the creative freedom. They can add in whatever they want. When they put a typo on screen, I call it
What? Are we just adding Welsh? Why the fuck are we adding Welsh? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why the fuck have we got Welsh on the screen? I too love the town of Me too. I like that. I like that place. Yeah, I've been there. It's cool. Slav IPG. Nice. Anyway, carry on.
Engagement baits. And when they put the same Camellia meme on screen for the 30th time this week, I say that is creative brain rot. And I pay artists a sickening amount of money to make these videos look good.
He pays a lot of money to artists. Like a lot of money to artists.
And you think I spend money on Genshin and it's the end of my channel, but I assure you, I spend so much more accumulatively on editors and artists that even my peers tell me that I should stop. Real human beings work on this channel. If I just wanted to make AI slop, I would be churning out top 10 character lists every day because that is easy numbers. I can assure you, I support more real human beings doing what I do than someone out there starting a witch hunt to bring justice at the gacha space. Like, you're corny, bro. And by the way, you also made fun of a few of my most viewed videos. And if we just acknowledge that, yes, I used AI in my grammar checks and my structures, but was I wrong? Genshin Impact's main character isn't the main character. Was I wrong? Traveler is known to be a cuck in their own story. Maybe not so much in Not Cry, but back then they are Sneeko, sitting in the corner of the hotel room as they were watching Mavuika getting cracked by Capitano. After 5 years, Genshin still doesn't respect your time. You can joke and giggle about me.
I mean, is it true? Is it true? Is it true?
Wasting your time? The title should be after 5 years, Glaive Kyo still doesn't respect your time. But was I wrong though? Where is the loadout system? Where is the skip button? Where is all of these quality of life features?
Can't deny it's still true though. At the end of the day, can't deny it's still true.
You think ChatGPT cares about a skip button? Nah, an AI doesn't feel frustration or any emotions at all. An AI doesn't feel betrayal when a game dev gets lazy. You know who does? I do. And I'm sure a lot of my subscribers and my viewers and my followers do too. I was only trying to make my ideas understood clearly. I can assure you it wasn't laziness. It was genuine incompetence and a dash of insecurity in my own script writing. Brothers and sisters and siblings, we are in 2025. Tools exist and I use them to compensate for my lack of English skills, but the passion—
Yeah, stop being a fucking retard. Holy shit. Yeah, stop being a retard and pick up a pen though, bro. What the fuck? This is the start of the new era where we all pick up the pen. God fucking damn.
the opinions, the rage. That is 100% me. If you find misinformation, which lately I have been called out very often, that is not AI hallucinating. That is me being stupid. If you find a bad take, that is not a glitch. That is just me being wrong. And I don't know if you know, but I know for a fact that AI doesn't really think. It just replies to you how you want it to. There is a lot of videos out there that proves this. I convinced AI that God is real, or gaslighting AI into 1 + 1 = 3. Brother, AI doesn't think at all. It responds to you like a good submissive boy toy that it is. So if you found any misinformation or lacking of
That makes me scared. That just makes me scared. What the fuck? I don't want AI to do that. What the fuck? What the fuck?
any information, that is not AI, that is me being misinformed, and for the lack of better term, misguided. Just like when I voice out the people's concerns, just like when I brought up issues that needed to be talked about. The situation we're having here is not a human being controlled by ChatGPT. It is a human using an AI as a tool. It is just a grammar checker and a script structure to compensate for my English skills. That is all. Judge me on my arguments, judge me on my analysis, judge me on my lack of information, judge me on my overwhelming reactions, but don't erase my existence just because I use a
Thanos snapped. Get rid of him and perish.
grammar checker and a structurer. And for the love of God, do not tone police me. But before I end this, right, I need to breathe, right? I need to be like for real with you for a second, right? To the people who have been supporting me, I know some of you felt betrayed. I saw that I lost a few hundred subscribers in a day, like it's a lot.
Oh no, bro, lost a couple hundred subs. It's so over, bro. It's so over. Oh.
I saw the comments in my videos, the post on Twitter, the people sussing me out in my own Discord server, doubting my sincerity, my loyal viewers DMing me, my friends asking for clarification. Honestly, that breaks my heart. Your support means the world to me, and it is the reason I am here. And knowing that I made you feel like I was faking it or I didn't care, I am genuinely sorry. It was never my intention to deceive you. And
why does it look like a penis? Why does that kind of look like... Why is it bend like that way? Why is it bend to the left like that? It's even got like a bell end on it, look. See that? I'm sorry. Wait, was that inappropriate? Wait, was that... Was that inappropriate? Was that not okay? Oh, I'm so... Oops, my bad. Oh.
again, I wasn't being lazy. I was just insecure about my English. I wanted to sound professional. And I just feel like I didn't have that dog in me, in which case it's proven that I don't.
I hope you don't have a dog in you.
And so I'm sorry. But this past week, or actually this past month, it has been high pressure. I have been canceled 3 times this month, and it's not even the end of the month yet. Hate comments,
Let's up those numbers!
You were friends, putting me in
Sorry,
the worst,
bro, I haven't slept. It's been 24 hours. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive. I really don't. I really don't mean to be insensitive. I'm so sorry. No, I'm really sorry. No, yeah, this is very heartfelt. I'm sorry.
possible to pander for their viewers. Everything is genuinely on fire for me. But strangely enough, when I was writing this script, it felt genuinely fun. I felt like the days in the beginning where I was just starting out. Unlike what the guy said in his video, where every single video he uses an AI script. No, I wasn't always like this. All my jokes were genuine. It is all just me. There were no deadlines. There were no pressure to perform. There is no perfect grammar. It was just me being myself. And I see now that the spotlight changed me. I got stiff. I got reliant on tools. I need to be what my viewers want me to be. But now I think I'm ready for it, you know? So even though this expose will...
Honestly, I feel like that is the best part about this video. Genuinely. I think that's the best part of this whole thing, of like recognition, acceptance, and being like, I want to be an even better creator after it. It's like the best fucking response you can give. Like, it's the best fucking response you can give. Gliv? Yes, gliv.
My career. It actually kind of woke me up in a way. It forced me to stop hiding behind tools and write like myself again. I don't need to sound professional because maybe that's...
I hope him making this video was like some kind of like fucking therapy. Genuinely. Like, I really hope that him doing this whole thing gave him some kind of like creative therapy and that he felt good when he posted it. Like, I really sincerely hope that he like felt like, oh my God, like he kind of just like, he fucking vanquished a fucking demon in him. And it's like, I could do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I hope he genuinely feels like I could do whatever I want now. Like, I truly hope he thinks that, because, like, I said even in my first video about this whole situation of, like, he's so fucking talented. He's so talented and he's so funny that he doesn't need to rely on tools as much as he thinks he does. He really doesn't. Like, this video is, like, proof of that. You know? And I really hope he takes it into consideration going forward.
Not what you're here for. Maybe you just want to hear my opinions, genuinely raw and messy. Maybe that's what you want. You want me to scream? You want me to scream and rage and be all parasocial with you? I don't know. What's crazy to me is some creators who I thought hated me was actually one of the first people who reached out to me to ask if I was okay. I don't know if this person wants to associate with me, so I can't say who, but it really surprised me how they're so hated online. But personally, they're really nice. And to all of you who decided to stay, get ready, because very sloppy creative, we're going to get super parasocial and we're going to push the agenda even further for the cause of the Kuro bots. And one last thing before you goalpost and say that
it was
AI
Zajaf,
for
100%.
scripts, it came out to be 100% human. This is Glaive Keo and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.
This was the best video he could have made. I mean that genuinely. This was the best video Glaive could make, and I'm so glad that he did. Like, I'm so glad that he did. So that's a W, Glaive. Bigger and better things in 2026, okay? Bigger and better things in 2026. And that, my friends, is the conclusion of how the first ever transracial Hoyo creator tried to take down someone with AI, and the community said no. Guys, AI is coming. It's here whether we like it or not. If you're gonna get outraged at one thing, you better put in the effort and be outraged at everything, or we can kind of embrace these tools and kind of move forward from there. That's kind of how I feel about it. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Twitch.tv/Captain Cabinetz, Captain Cabinetz.